going on, guys? MDLP from the Battle Axe. I'm trying to drive though, but the Strongman Gym in Miami, where strength is everything. Relax. There's literally nothing ahead of me, really. So I'm making this video mainly because I think I need to vent and hear myself say it to myself. It's kind of like a Michael Scott situation where I'm gonna leave a video so I can listen to it. And it basically breaks down the injury, hurt, and pain. Now, when I was fighting a while back, my coach, Wes, would always divide things into three things. Pain, or hurt, pain, and injury. And so those are three different levels. And we would never use the word injured unless it was an injury, right? And I almost never use that term. So now, I hate saying this, I even hate making this video, but I never make these videos without truth. It's mostly just kind of raw, almost like a MDLP. I kind of want to make it like an MDLP mentory, like a documentary. You see what I did there? And basically it's just reality for me. I have to legitimately use the term injury now, I think. And I'm going to tell you why, because I fucking hate that word. Mainly, I hurt my hamstring in 2014, and I just had a lot of pain and a lot of like hurt situations all of 2015. Now, I muscled through it, a lot of it. A lot of times when I shouldn't have deadlifted, I deadlifted. A lot of times when I should have taken a day off, I just muscled through it. I did the Platinum Plus and Nationals and Florida Strongest Mans, all with a shitty hamstring. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes it wouldn't even matter. Wake up and just okay, and everything would be great. And other days I'd wake up and couldn't really walk. And I know that everybody out there that's doing strongman is in the same situation. Like, we are basically, a lot of us are going through stuff, right? So now it's to the point where I can't do anything. I haven't really been deadlifting. I can't really do any movements, any kind of like keg carries or farmers or anything like that, which is a huge percentage of what I was pretty good at back in the day in strongman. And what I consider to be my strengths, I can't do at all, like deadlifting and any kind of movements. Yoke is probably the one I can do the best. I can still load stones and I can still press. Now, let me switch arms here because my arm's getting fucking tired. I would hope to think that, you know, the reason why I'm using this term injured is because I actually need to tell myself to stop pissing that part of my hamstring off. And it was, you know, identified for whatever it was, and it's just things that I've neglected. Now, it's kind of like the old man speech that I hear all the time. It's like, hey, listen to your body, listen to your body. Well, I think if you want to be great at something, you can't always listen to your body. You know, you got to listen to your heart and muscle through shit. But if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. And I think 2015 was a tough year for me competitively, where I could have done better, but there were certain things that were lacking. And now I have to deal with this for, you know, ignoring it for a fucking year, and it's all fucked up. So I'm going to use the term injured, and I think that you guys should never really use this term unless you need to tell yourself to stop doing something. I think if you tell yourself, oh, I'm in pain or I'm hurt, you're going to muscle through it because instinctively that's what makes you tough. When you tell war stories, eventually you're going to be like, well, you know, I had this, and, you know, when I was a nom and shit and fighting Charlie, I had a fucking bullet wound in my nutsack and I won everything or whatever. That's cool. I get it. But eventually it's going to catch up to you, and I knew it too. I knew that eventually certain things were going to catch up, and now I'm dealing with some hurts and pains everywhere and one injury that's really not going away. And how I diagnose something as a fucking injury, first of all, I can't do things normally on a daily basis, like picking things up off the ground, you know, movements in the car, any kind of like getting up and getting down is becoming more painful because I've ignored it. And also when this kind of stuff and this kind of pain takes away things that you love to do, i.e. working out. That is literally like an identity that I have. That is fucking part of my life. It is my job. It is who I am. And now I can't do things that I love to do, which is strongman and fucking deadlifting. You might as well put me in a fire, or I don't know, like in a pit full of really angry like kittens. I just that would be hilarious. But it's something that I need to kind of tell myself to start listening to, not only myself obviously, but my coaches and people that are legitimately trying to help out. So we'll break it down to a couple of things. I wish I had my board behind me because I try to write these things down. But I think identification of what it is, pain, hurt, or injury. Is it just pain? Are you hurt? which means you can still train. You got to be smart about it, or are you injured and there's not a way that you can go around it. I went around this pain for a year, and now it's fucking injured, and that's the way it's going to be, and it'll get better, whatever. Number 2, start therapy. Reach out to people that know more than you. I've been very fortunate to reach out to all sorts of therapists and people that have been through a lot of shit. Alan, my coach, Donnie Thompson was pretty much my fucking therapy guru. Switching arms because I'm dying. And reach out to different people that know stuff. I am very lucky to have Gio and Diego here at the gym that help me out on massage therapy and stuff, and I'm very fortunate for that stuff. So that's number 2. Number 3, identify new goals. You're gonna have to do something different. Fuck, if I really can't do what I'm good at, I'm gonna have to work on my pressing, which has been limited because I don't have as much leg drive, and I've been doing a lot of static stuff. But I might as well focus on that kind of stuff. So it would be nice to get, I say stuff a lot, I noticed. It would be nice to get a bigger bench for fun, for no reason. My overhead obviously is going to get a lot better, and just focus on things like that so that I can continue to just improve on somewhere and keep my mind sane and not fall into like a pit of depression when I go home and cut myself and eat emotionally because I'm a fucking fat person and I just want to eat a piece of pizza and cry myself to sleep. So, piece, or whole pie probably. So, and I think those 3 things are going to be pretty, oof, I'm gonna run a yellow light. Oh, God. I'm just kidding. Miami, it's normal. So, I think those 3 things are really, really important to start going. Obviously, cleaning up my diet. There's a lot of things. I can't really do a lot of cardio because to move my fat ass really sucks. But that's it. So I hope this kind of I think it's important to identify these things to get on that kind of like mentality where you need to start fixing things and identifying things rather than it's okay to push through, man. I'm not going to tell you that it's a bad thing to suck it up and push through a lot of pain and injury. That's very important. I did it, and I was able to do 3 major shows and do okay with injury and pain like we all do. But now I'm paying the price, and I can't continue like this. So you need to start making some steps and identifying what you need to do and to get better. So cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.